Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out, or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Let's head out. Watch my back, Ted. The use of the color green is what makes this painting stand out. It's just so vivid and beautiful. You can almost taste it. It's a fishing village, somewhere on the coast of Norway, probably.
I'm so glad I got dragged out in the middle of the night to look at the paintings hanging in your house. What else am I going to do, right?
Plante regularis, a common plant found in most households, I guess. Unpacked stuff from our city apartment. Let's guess what's inside. I bet it's full of bouncing balls, sorted and packed neatly according to color, size, or bounceability. I don't think so. It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
It's a ham, bacon, lettuce, and mozzarella cheese sandwich on pimento bread. It's mounted on my wall and it shines. So it's like a sandwich that's also kind of a lamp. An old clock. My grandfather bought this, or won it in a duel at dawn. Can't really remember. It's a beautiful clock, though. A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door. That's just...
It's just weird.
Yep, it's weird. There's some chain thingies inside. It's locked. I can't use that. I bet it's full of diamonds. That's something one would have lying around in a cardboard box in the middle of the hallway, right? I can't use that. Wait, it's locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out. Such an amazing piece of woodwork. The amazing stairs, everybody! Gather round, young and old, witness this new technological marvel.
Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
We've heard rumors about some red man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first, gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse, try to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figure I'd come here and make sure Ember stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he alright?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two are getting along after all these years.
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother. But I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
We've heard the city is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little ear buzz is all.
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it. Well, we better get cracking. Catch you later, Rust.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't worry about your brother. I'm sure he's all right.
I can see the tree outside our house. It's a willow tree. I know this because 2 years ago at the hospital, my mom told the doctor I fell from a willow tree. It was that one. This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
It's growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, because you throw like one. There's a number written underneath, 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
Just shining away. I have a similar one in my room.
You have the same lamp in your room. It's just asset reuse. Those lazy artists.
Highly breakable. Believe me, I know. Nothing interesting about it. Lex iniusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them. Ew, cigars are gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me. Let's take this bad boy for a spin. Let's take this bad boy for a spin. It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know. Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me.
We'll have to find another way.
My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring. This chair is so comfortable, but we don't have time to sit around. Well, Ted will probably need to at some point. He's getting old.
Huh? I wasn't listening. You just ramble on and on sometimes.
You didn't hear me 'cause you're old. I've always loved this painting. It looks familiar in a way. I feel like I've been there before.
Huh, yeah? How come you're not in it?
It looks expensive. This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Ted and Ember move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, doll. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
It's locked. I mean, of course it is. For when you get tired of walking up and down this hallway. It's a tree, like the ones outside, only this one is inside. It's creepy. I don't like it.
There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember that CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What, am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
There, is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Be careful, you two.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know. I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Rust.
Hey, I got it working.
You should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing. It's full of bathroom stuff. They're my mom's. I'm not really sure what they're for. Just some stuff I don't really care about. Nah, I'm pretty as it is. Nah, I'm pretty. Classic TP found in most bathrooms. What's there left to say that hasn't been published in Science Weekly already? Am I right? A painting on the floor. Trying to get out of town, eh? You owe money to the art community. Listen here, man. I'll cut you a deal. I'll take on your debt, and pay those money-grubbing watercolor pushers. Maybe I'll call you on your debt sometime. Maybe not. What do you say? Beats living on the run. Where's the money, Lebowski? This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case. Used for not washing your face, 'cause water is gross in the morning. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies?
You are Amber? Like for totes.
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it? It's full of uninteresting stuff. Pairs of towels just hanging out.
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted. What was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the middle of the night and the light is playing tricks on us. Let's go.
There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would. The case was spinning out of control. So fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was getting more twisted by the minute. We've come across an old buddy of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill where Rust worked for years got blown to bits. Hundreds of hard-working, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up and no one was doing anything about it. Did I pick the wrong time to get out of that dump? According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear throughout the city, and police and thugs alike are shuddering at the mention of his name. They call him the Red Man. I have a strong feeling in my gut it's all somehow connected. My retirement, the fires, and the official cover-up. What happened to Flint, the Red Man? It's all leading to her. I feel she is the key to all of this, the last piece of the puzzle I have to solve. Does she know more than she's led me to believe? Or have I let my suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole of a city. This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now.